All right, well, everybody is out. Unsurprising start so far as we just see detonation drifting down into the military. Gen.G heading up past Gatka, like we're just going to be looking for a vehicle and get themselves up into South.
Just needs to get top 3.
Does he want to open up? Right now it's just spotting him out. It's kind of hoping and praying that he gets back into the driver's seat so he's got a nice steady shot onto him. But 5V just continuing to cruise around this ridge. And somewhat surprisingly hasn't spotted YJ either.
It's hard to see people through that grass sometimes, especially at long distance like that. YJ's checking his back just to make sure nobody's coming up behind him. He's on his own, so they're going back to the early sort of 1-3 split for Danawa and letting Yoonjung lead the way. But caution, definitely advised, because we've seen this with Yoonjung where if his position is revealed, sometimes teams will pounce on him and he doesn't have much rescores.
He's in. He's going to go ahead, tries to open up. A couple shots fly out. He's going to force 5V out of the vehicle. Gets a couple taps in, but falls down to 65 HP himself. Now it's going to be third party coming through as Yanli right across the ridge manages to knock him to the ground and get the elimination, and that is going to be pretty damning here for the side of Danawa. Already down their leader. They will crash in, find 5V, get the finish, so make it a 1-for-1 exchange. Yanli is looking for a little bit more. Has Salute down to about half HP, but he will be able to break line of sight.
Yeah, Danawa's got to get out. This is not a good position to be in, south of the prison there. It's kind of flat. There's not much cover. And so you got to make your way out, and they have done so to find a new location. Damwon Kia, Scrimbucks are high again, but last yeah, we all have some from Monopoly.
Let's just distribute Monopoly money to everybody.
There's another knock there on the Salute.
And that's Salute. That is a very catastrophic one to have on the ground, but it seems like he should be safe to get picked up unless somebody from GEX can come in on a flank angle, try to catch them off guard. Got the smoke out there in the building. It's a nice little shot back over towards Lockslock. Makes him think twice about peeking this.
This is a rough start for Danawa. Getting in and out of this particular wizard, again, very dangerous. Another headshot from Lockslock.
Good lord.
Jeez. GX.
I mean, sure, you got into the wizard tower, but your helmet's halfway dead. And this is such a rough position. The tires are just going to get popped now. And this seems fairly, just inescapable.
Yeah, I don't know what Danawa is going to be able to do out of this. You can sometimes make it out of there and head north, or south again, but look, it's really, really tough once you're stuck in these wizards that line the edge of the prison and lumberyard. Yep.
I believe the whole point of the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie was Star-Lord kind of discovering that it's better to work as a unit.
That's a good
rather
point.
than as a rogue agent.
That's a very good point.
So, maybe he'll have a similar arc here. Gen.G's now made their way into the circle. Pio going to be the last one joining in. Asura makes his way all the way up on the north side of the lake. As it will shrink down, Gen.G's going to have to just cut across one of these bridges, either east or south, squeeze their way into safety. Asura is getting ready to clash in here against Mad.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I can see Mad angling towards Asura's vehicle. They saw him or heard him.
Oh boy.
This is a race here. Detonation Gaming White. Where are they going to go? They're going to have to take a dip, I think.
ATA cuts across the one side. Oh, it looked like they were actually going to go for a collision there against Akeslef, trying to offset his path, but they don't actually manage to hit. They're just sending out a couple shots over towards detonation, but doesn't look like too much of anything is going to connect. So they will be safe to continue up the road, but now V7 starting to get into the action, taking some shots at them.
There's not much available in terms of compounds. So, again, dips will be the name of the game potentially there for DGW. They're a team that really needs to perform well this week.
Pio, he's in a prime spot to try to strike, but actually doesn't open up. Seems he couldn't quite get the angle there on the two-tap in time to try to get the knock. Can't make it around the corner fast enough to find EEND either. We did see a knock there. Skokuri going to be knocked out. And just trying to land the final shot will make it happen. And that's going to be our third player eliminated here in the game so far.
Yeah, it looks like DGW has settled up in the artillery craters, just on the southern edge of the Yasnaya fields there. Not ideal, but coming out of there, at the very least, you can often get a lot of kills unless you can identify that something in the middle's open.
They know the Star-Lord's here, and they're just going to try to pile in and take him down, and they will. Esther gets the headshot for the knock, and E36, there's just no way to be able to try and reply. They'll just go ahead, finish him off, can occupy this wizard tower if they so choose, or just cruise back into Yas, which seems like that might just be the play. Pio's still over there, and Asura is going to go ahead and head in that direction. Seems like maybe they'll end up doing a 2-2 split.
And this is the advantage of having, you know, somebody up in those apartments to see what's going on out in that field. You can identify if there's a solo player, get the pick on him, get the kill, regroup, and keep your vehicle safe. Get a kill, easy money for Gen.G.
Well, Star-Lord's gotten himself into trouble, so to complete the arc, coming back into the next game, he's just going to have to play with E36 and get a chicken dinner on board.
Ah, there we go. I'd be okay with that.
The magic of teamwork is discovered. Circle's going to shrink down. It's actually going to collapse in upon Yasnaya, so Gen.G probably going to be feeling pretty darn good about their positioning right now, as long as Inonix, you know, as long as they don't get pinched here in the middle of the field, and Ghibli is pushing in towards them, so Inonix and Esther may be in a spot of bother in the long run. We'll have to wait and see.
Ghibli now trying to cut through. I don't know what they're angling at here. There's a lot of teams already setting up shops, so they might take the other side of the apartments. It's a little bit dangerous to get there. I think a tire gun might have got popped on Lambu's UAS, but he's able to stabilize and get on in. And they're not the best apartments to be in, but it's something safe, at least for Ghibli. They're a good close quarters fighting team. Not the worst setup for them at all.
Okay, well, do manage to make it in. Inonix and Esther still going to be chilling out in the middle of the field for now. Finally, just going to be them and New Happy occupying that space for the moment. EX looking to try to displace GFY on that high ground complex. It'll be challenging to try to push in. We'll see if they're going to manage to get it done, as Arrow does get a nice little spot here on the Suju. He's trying to see if he's going to sit still, trying to take his head off.
There's Loki angling towards 17 as well. This is dangerous for them.
Yep, just holding it. Shots do come out, takes a little bit of damage, and Loki does push up, but he can't clear that angle. Maknae and Bean starting to move up. Now Sparrow going to open up. He's looking to knock Loki. He doesn't have too much cover, has to get in behind the UAS. Manages to do so, and looks like Sparrow's just going to go ahead and dip out.
Yeah, I'd love to see Danawa and Kia heavily disengage here and find some other angle to come into the circle. There's too much congestion here on the southwestern side, especially with ATA there. You either need to just fight ATA and finish them off right now and barricade them into an unplayable spot, but if you do that, you're likely to get third-partied by 17 or someone else. So I would rather see Danawa and Kia here bunker up somewhere or try to re-rotate. Right now, it seems like they're kind of trying to figure out what they're going to do. They're gathering information from the western side, and then they're going to make their move. Meanwhile, ATA trying to drive ahead, but V7 directly towards their angle, towards the center of the circle. Pero on their right. Pero very spread out, though.
Yeah, very fanned out. Ming still nowhere near the action. Just trying to catch up here with the rest of the squad. Aches left. He's going to jump in onto Sparrow. Knocks him out of the vehicle, gets the finish. ATA knocked down a peg as Damwon move up. Not sure if they're aware of E36's presence here.
I think this is wise by E36. Now is not the time for a fight. You're not in a good position with just one person inside of that red two-story there on the southern side of this compound to guard it. So peace out. Let Damwon Kia have it and regroup to live to fight another day. See if you can get later into this game. They're already down to 3, so you really got to try to, you know, live this out, not get into the hot and heavy fights.
Oh boy. Well, Yaz is still in. Good news for the 4 squads that we have there, as Danawa as well is making their way around the north side. Shots coming at them. New Happy gonna open up, manages to find Xiaobei as well as Suju, and that is half of 17 Gaming eliminated. Now Show gonna be taken down. And it all comes down to Lil Ghost. It's gonna be lobbed in, and it's gonna chunk him out.
Nice. Not good here. They had to try something. That grenade is gonna finish the job. New Happy, a very clean defense.
Yeah, really, really nice. That's 17 out, but come on now, getting right in on top of E36. Indigo going to be eliminated off screen. Amino cruising right through the middle of Danawa. Will manage to find Leklo, but as he goes down, that is going to be E36 eliminated. Leklo, however, won't be given the opportunity to get back into the fray, so Danawa now just going to be cut down to Seoul and Salute.
Yeah, Danawa and Kia looks like they had kind of fanned out towards the middle of the circle here. Maknae is going to be out on the southern side of this flank. DGW still in these artillery shell craters, so they're in a precarious spot potentially, but these craters are rather large, so you can usually keep yourself pretty safe from grenades.
Loki, quite a bit of damage. Frag grenade's going to come out. Under going to be knocked to the ground by Machao. Now they find Bean as well. Detonation playing out this entrenched position quite nicely. So far only losing Malofo. The follow-up frag grenade will take him out. Pressing over the hill, Maknae tries to open up, tries to get another knock, doesn't manage to make it happen. Loki comes in from the other side, will get Machao, goes for the finish, down to 2 HP, and will get eliminated. Damwon Kia out in 14th.
Oh, phenomenal defense, but there's another team rolling in here. Sees knows it,
Ooh.
trying to get out of dodge, takes damage from that grenade. Trying to go up and over the hill, but he's going to be pretty exposed driving through the field. maczora just needs one more bullet, but it's V7 coming from behind.
Yeah, they managed to come up over the top of their own hill, and Connell will get that knock now. Looking for a little bit more, send some shots over towards ATA, but V7, they're bringing the vehicles around. They know they need to get themselves into safety. The Space Force circle will rip him to shreds if given the opportunity. C's going to be eliminated, and that is the end of Detonation Gaming White. Out in 13th place, as Monkey King was able to snipe that last little kill in.
Well, the Sky Garden not going to be in the circle for much longer. GEX trying to see if they can maybe pick off members of GFY on the exit, keep those vehicles a little bit safe. Some of those smokes are down there to keep the angles from the teams to the north from getting good shots into them. Grenades splashing back and forth between V7 and ATA. Some damage done. But for now, both teams are just inside of the safe zone. And was that?
Yep.
Yep.
Mama's got an arm.
Yes.
Okay. Well, not quite as terrifying as if CP at it, but still a worrying prospect. Tosi going to be knocked. Raining inching forward, manages to find him. We'll see if V7 is going to be able to try to get that recovery because Sparrow is enclosing on their position. They're going to have to try to stave them off as well as Raining at this point. Hakes left making his way up over the top. 5 still coming through in the smoke, but now Heaven going to be knocked as well. We'll find Raining. Nice headshot, but Hakes left pushes up, finds Americano, gets the elimination. Tosi's still going to be sitting within the smoke, manages to get that health pack off. As Heaven gets finished off by Mings. His third partying from the side of Paro is absolutely beautiful, and V7 is suffering heavily. Paro knows that if they can get rid of them, that is the number 2 team getting eliminated at 12th place.
Oh, Tosi, the smokes are running out, and the walls are closing in. Petrichor Road going to take down Veronica 7 here. ATA still across in the other crater. And they're still pretty strong. Some grenades are now going to start splashing out. A lot of utility had to be used there initially by Peril. Let's see if they can find some more grenades, open a little bit more space, see if Mamu can get heated up with that AWM.
Well, Dio's going to be knocked off screen, actually. Sakes left spray was decent, but doesn't manage to find that knock. Let's see where Pio, he's actually outside of the city. Asura's going to drive over to try to get him picked back up. Let's just hide in behind the hay bale, and Asura himself to quite a bit of damage to get into this position. And with how much that UAS is smoking, can't really rely on that to get out of that spot. So could be rough tidings for Gen.G, as rough tidings for GEX. SSR just going to be collapsed upon as 911 and Lambu come cruising up. And they very swiftly take him out, but Lockslot gets revenge, manages to find Lung.
Really nice shooting there from Lockslot. Going to get Lambu here as well. Zennon, last one alive for GEX, though, as Lockslot has been found by a Tumbu. Grenade out with the stun.
Spray so close, Snade flying in so very low, and it will finish him off. That is going to be GFY getting the elimination here on the GEX, annihilating them, sending them out at 11th place.
I have my eyes on CTG in this circle as well. That very southernmost apartment building is very, very powerful in these kind of circles, typically for kills. You don't often get wins out of it, but you could see a whole lot of what's going on pretty much all the way to the middle part of this circle. As you can see, the hill slopes up towards the center, but now it's Asura's turn to get knocked.
Yeah, it's not going to be able to obscure him enough. Spear situated right inside of that building. Gets the shot through, and Asura does not have a helmet any longer. And he's not going to find one out in the middle of this field. Okay, well, he doesn't have a vest either.
Speaking of CTG.
Yep. Chung coming in with a bit of a third-party action, and Pio immediately gets knocked as well. Oh, Spear finds the shot. Asura bled out so quickly. Tapped lower and lower, and Pio should be pretty swift to join him here. Multi-circle gaming, though, in a rough spot. Summer's going to be prone down on the ground as they try to get Lingdu back into the fray. Esther gets there, but they just shoot through him. Pio will fall.
Ooh, MCG is all but dead. There it is. GFY just smokes them out with a couple grenades, some good shots as well. GFY rolling through, but now they're going to start losing members.
Yeah. Tongmu going to be taken out there by DAEVA. The circle finally shifts away from Yasnaya. Ghibli already very fast to try to get on the move. His Spear hops into his vehicle, plays around the outer rim. The rest of the team looking to join in with him. Frag grenade going to be lobbed out here by Inonix, but look at this, they have the window covered perfectly. You know that he's going to be peeking out. He will manage to find Adder, but safety, he's running out of options here.
That was a disgusting spray. That was absolutely ridiculous. That is such a tough one to make. Those grenades are pretty good. He's getting some help now from ATA. They're going to knock Lambu, so Ghibli trying to assault this last stand for Gen.G. It's just Inonix, but with a little help from some friends, he's doing a really nice job locking this down. The grenades on the outside coming in to make sure he can secure these kills. He's going to lose himself to it. Not a bad idea. He's not really going to find much else out of that position, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's going to be out of the circle. Might as well take the kills where you can get them.
Yeah, tries to get the second one, but doesn't manage to make it happen. Well, the bleed out will come through, I guess.
Oh!
So no. Oh, what? Shadow, that is disgusting. Just one tap's run back out of the car. Now it's just Pierre left standing, and he is not long for this world. They finish him off as Lucky comes in across the way. What a shot.
Amazing. Unfortunately for ATA, it is just raining left. He's been great so far this round. Aches left. Going to be cleaning up the two knocked members of ATA. Smoke's out in front.
I mean,
they know somebody's up here. They know someone's on the other side of this hill. They just got to figure out where.
Petrichor very well could start off the day with a win yet again. 9-11 going to be knocked. Lash finds that headshot. Hasn't managed to confirm the kill yet, but you can tell they don't really know where Raining is at. He spots them out as they come hopping through the field. He's trying to bide his time. Let him tap patiently. Tries to go for the spray, but Aches left is just a little bit faster. Gets him in the head. And that sends ATA out in 6th.
Yeah, coming from the southern side of the circle, I really like the two teams that are over there, New Happy and Pero. In these types of circles, those are typically the teams that win because you're obscured enough from the Yasnaya buildings that you are able to successfully keep your team alive, clear the edges, and fight up through. And that's exactly what Pero and New Happy have done very well so far, particularly Petrichor Road. Still, Mamu, plenty of shots in that AWM. Hits Ling Chong, and that is going to be the knock, followed up with Ming. Hits another shot.
Gets another chest shot through. Oh, Mamu. Him getting this is just absolutely terrifying for everybody else. They're going to get picked up now as the blue does come crashing in. Okay, they managed to get it into safety. Now need to get some heals off. Monkey King just gonna be knocked. I mean, good lord. What did they eat today? Because it is just whatever it is. We gotta mass produce it.
It's just nuts. I mean, they're hitting everything they look at.
Crazy. They're pushing Mings in. Yep, they see the stun come out. Mings has covering fire though, some covering nades. As Hill will go ahead and help Pio for him. They get the eliminations and CTG is out. Danawa's still here, still hold on with Soul and Salute. Currently the only ones in safety for the moment. We'll see if they're going to be able to hold that position.
Well, if there's any two you'd want to have alive,
yes,
Danawa, it's those two. Also, I got to point out, Pero is going to pick up probably a lot of utility off of CTG there. CTG had been standing in those apartments for such a long time. Some headshots start to ring out across the Korean teams.
Danawa hitting the ground. A couple shots out onto Peon. He'll stay standing, and Aches left gets knocked. None. Coming up with a very nice hit. Smokes will come out. To bring Ming back up.
I'm worried for Danawa here.
Yeah, they're trying to create some cover for themselves, letting out with these smokes. Not sure how many they have left, but it seems like Aches left will get picked back up.
With Mad coming from their side is really what's going to make this extremely tricky for Danawa. No one wants to wrap to the north side of this circle. Again, it's rather dangerous. It's downhill. You're in a precarious spot. We'll see exactly what Mad wants to do here, though. Plenty of vehicles, most of them in decent enough condition that they're going to be able to make the move. That one's a little too beat up. It's smoking, so he's going to opt for the other one.
Yeah, Lash's is as well, but it's not smoking nearly as much, so he will start cruising over, and they are going to be heading towards that north side. So it looks like they're not going to try to cut in any further.
Look at this counter move by Pero.
Yeah. Looking to get in on top of them. He's got these hay bales here for a good amount of cover. Everybody's going to be popping out. Salute fell low yet again. Did get top back up. Comes down to New Happy. See how they want to try to make this push happen. Playing along the southern edge. Might just try to force themselves in 4v2 on top of Danawa and take their position away from them.
That could be the play. I think that's probably their best option here is to try to remove Danawa from the equation. It's their easiest opponent in terms of the four that are left here. It's their weakest one. Here come the smokes. Here comes the push. It's going to take a lot to get there. That grenade
it's
right
a
over!
Beautiful bounce, but it's not going to be on top of him. It's been a little bit too far, but they get a follow-up one. Salute falls low. Going to continue trying to pound him out with those frags. Haven't managed to make it happen yet. THAM gets that finish onto Nan eventually. As they start driving up, they're looking to spot him out. The spray coming through. Seoul gonna get headshot. Salute manages to pin back one, trades back another with an aid.
Wow.
Big numbers here from Salute. Takes out ZP on as well as Ming. Holding on all on his lonesome now. Frag grenade up over the top. Can he get it in behind that hay bale? It's not gonna go far enough. HS starting to take damage. The blue is right on his back.
They might be able to keep HS pinned long enough that Salute can survive. Let Mad and Pero start fighting. A big grenade to open things up there for EEND.
Yep. Ming's going to be taken down to the ground. Frag grenade looking to bounce that in, but it's going to go far enough. Just clips onto the vehicle, which is in danger of exploding, but just go ahead and pull away from that. Haven't managed to get that finish. They're starting to push up, but there you go. With the help of the Molotov and a couple nice shots, Salute will go out, but man, what a run from him. Exlep finds the end. Mad now going to be down a member. We'll see if they can stave off the rest of Petrichor Road. I don't know. They seem just so very hungry to get this first win in.
It's a really impressive performance with what they've been hitting with their shots and their grenades. Mildo finally finds that with the help of Mings. They're going to get the knock on to 2-tap.
HS making a break for it. Trying to land the shots, and they haven't managed to make it happen yet. Lash going to be taken down as Exlep gets the elimination. Now just in the smoke, it's DAEVA trying to keep things alive. Get his teammates back into the fray. 2-tap still just going to be bleeding out of the ground. EEND now going to be knocked. As they pick up one, they lose yet another. DAEVA spotting out Mings for just a moment. Gets a very nice spray to put him on the ground. 2-tap does get eliminated at the same time.
It's going to take absolute heroics from DAEVA here. Again, all the utility in the world for Pero to just throw in his face, keep him busy. HS still a thorn in the side, but Mamu with that AWM, one good shot, basically ends that threat.
Yep, just hops in, gets his cross to the other side of the US. Two more smokes, lays him down to try to provide some cover, as Mamu is just hunting for that last member of New Happy. Come on, HS. Poke out that opposite side of the haystack. Let me take you out.
He knows it. He doesn't want to give much of an opportunity. You know, he'll shoulder check it a little bit, but that'll be about it. Meanwhile, DAEVA is just trying to see if he can get into a position where Pero's not going to know where he's at. Yeah.
He only gets a Molotov. Doesn't find any smokes, it seems.
Also looking for some extra utility, for sure.
Yep.
There he is.
He's out in the open trying to make another break for it, and Exlef will eliminate him. Matt out in third. Just manages to find Mings. Nades bouncing in towards him as they come around the side. They did get that stun out. He tries to draw it down, but he can't do it fast enough.